My favorite sport to watch growing up was always professional football. I would try to watch as many games as I could, even if I really didn't care about the teams that were playing. I just loved football. But I was never a fan of college football. I don't know why, I just never cared about it. But I was always a huge fan of the NCAA video game. I have very fond memories of playing NCAA, and that's all anyone has is memories because there hasn't been a college football video game since 2014. But finally, EA is bringing back college football in 2025, so I figured I would give my thoughts on what I think so far about EA Sports College Football 25. The first thing you might be wondering is what features are returning from the old versions. Dynasty Mode, Road to Glory, and Ultimate Team will all be returning, and the game will of course feature all the major teams like Penn State, Michigan, Alabama, etc., along with their specific playbooks. They are excluding FCS teams and real coaches in the first year, but they do plan on adding them later on. I guess because they have so much on their plate already. You'll also be able to play every bowl game. Everyone is also excited because they have Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit, as well as other personalities like Desmond Howard. I am very excited about all that. From 07 to 14, I played every year. I remember doing the mascot mashups. I think Tug of War got started on that, and that became a house rules staple in Madden. At least it was in 23 when I played it a lot. Dynasty Mode was awesome. It was just fun to take over, and they had smaller schools, so you could play Army versus Navy. You could separate the divisions. I don't know, it was just a great game. Different than Madden. It had a much different vibe than Madden. I loved the intros a lot more. The announcers seemed like they were way more into it. I loved the marching bands, how they would play their marching band intro, the snare drum would come in and you'd see all the crazy college fans. And just the rivalries, college rivalries are iconic, I don't know, you just have a lot more with college. There's a lot more stadiums, a lot more teams, a lot more players. No one's getting paid really, so it's just all for the heart and soul of the game. However, I am worried about it being developed by EA, and why shouldn't I be? They've been screwing up Madden for the past decade at least, but that aside, let's try and give this game a fair chance. If you're old enough to remember, EA got sued by college athletes back in the day for, quote, using their likeness without their consent. So for College Football 25, they plan on paying athletes to be in the game. And this is probably one of the biggest talking points about this new game so far. So each player that opts in, and you have to opt in to be in the game, will receive $600 and a free copy. Now, that's not a lot of money whatsoever, but if you ask me, I would still love to be in the game anyway. Plus, it's publicity, and it's just something cool to look back on. You were in a video game at one point, even if you didn't make it into the NFL. You were in a game. That's cool. They are not going to be using face scan, though, because I guess there's too many players. They said there's around 11,000 so far, so I guess they can't face scan 11,000 people. The full reveal of the game, and by that I mean a actual gameplay trailer and maybe some actual gameplay, is going to be released sometime in May, supposedly, so stay tuned for another video around then. Let me know what you guys think about College Football 25. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.